Happy anniversary, almost.
Yep, almost.
Can you believe it's been 11 years?
No, I can't.
So, how did it all begin? I remember starting out in real estate. I would go to pick up my son. Across the street, I would see this lady sitting on her porch, and I thought, hey, she's kind of cute. Started looking to see if there was a man around there. Whenever I go by, I never saw a man around there. And then one day, there was a for sale by owner sign in the yard. And so that was the day I decided to ring her doorbell.
So he rang my doorbell and asked me if I needed a realtor. And I was thinking, I actually do need a realtor. Very tall, dark, and handsome, as you can see. So when he asked me, I looked up at him and I said yes. And that's how it all started. And let me just interject here and just say, I have a friend, Anna, who said, Jen, what do you think's gonna happen? A man's just gonna show up at your doorstep? He literally showed up at my doorstep and rang my bell. You can ring my bell, baby.
That's what I did. Jennifer likes to say that first I became her friend, and then, no, first I became your realtor.
Then my friend.
And then here we are, 11-year anniversary coming up in a few days.
Yes.
So the rest is history, you might say. But let's talk about the experience as the realtor. I went in with the idea of, you know, her house wasn't cluttered or anything like that. The house was really nice, but there was personal things, a lot of pictures and things like that. So I went in and told her, you got to get rid of all this personal stuff. So that's where it all started. And we didn't really have to do anything to the house. The house was relatively new still.
Yeah, it was very
So then I went in and took pictures, and the pictures came out nice. A lot of times when I've been selling people's houses, I've had to go in and do a lot. I've helped people with repairs and different things like that, but her house didn't need anything like that. But after we bought our first house, it needed quite a few repairs. So I ended up having to do quite a bit. But I do like to be able to help my clients when I can. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. So I told Jennifer when we started dating that I could pretty much fix anything. And she's kind of helped me to that over the years, and I've had to make a lot of repairs. I know there was one particular repair that I did that you like to talk about.
Yes, because I was so impressed, and I'm still impressed. I still tell the story. When we moved into our first home, well, shortly before we moved in, we had a water leak, and Greg dug a trench in the front yard. I mean, literally dug a trench in the front yard. Went to Home Depot, got some piping or whatnot, and actually fixed it. And you would never have known that there had been a trench in the front yard. I was very, very impressed by that. And like he said, he told me when we were dating that there was nothing he could not fix. And I have held him to that. And you've been good. You've actually repaired all of our issues, mainly, well, most of them actually. We've had a few where we've had to call in maybe some professionals, but for the most part, I think you've done some very extensive repairs.
I did it from my grandpa. He was actually called Jack, and he was kind of a jack of all trades. Some of my cousins, his son, my Uncle Ples, has that skill. So we give Jack the credit. Plumbing, electrical, construction. He pretty much did it all. I've been involved in electronics. I've put that to good use over the years in our homes, and I've put it to good use with my clients as well.
Yeah.
I went into the attic for one of my clients because they needed more insulation. The inspector said they needed more insulation, and so we just went up there and spread insulation. And that was a mistake. I won't do that again because I broke out in hives from all the fiberglass, that insulation. That was terrible. That went on for a while. I kept breaking out for weeks after that, so I'll never do anything like that again. But I like to help my clients when I can.
When I moved out of my first home, I wanted to rent a home, and I wanted to take my dog. And at the time I had a very large dog. His name was Champ. He was about 120 pounds. Wonderful, wonderful, very large dog. And I found a home. Well, Greg took me to this home that I was looking at that I really, really liked. But they had a no pet policy. not allow pets. So
And it was a little bit out of your budget, as I remember.
yes, that's right, I forgot. And it was out of my budget too. So I said to him, okay, I want this home at, I forgot what it was at the time, maybe like
$100 less than what
right, $100 less, and I want to be able to bring my 120-pound dog with me because he was family and he was not going anywhere. And he was like, wait, so you want to pay $100 less? And you also want them to throw out their pet policy? I was like, absolutely. So he asked about it and he negotiated the deal, and I actually got the house for $100 less a month, and I also got to bring my dog. So he was on point with his negotiation skills. I was actually impressed.
I have been able to do some pretty good negotiating for people over the years. I've gotten people with felonies into places where they said they didn't accept felons. You know, I got a guy home via owner finance. The homeowner wasn't looking to do owner finance, but I was able to convince him to do it, and the guy got the home that he wanted. And I believe he's still in that home. That was years ago. So yeah, I've done some pretty good negotiating over the years. I remember one time that I was negotiating with I think I was representing a buyer. We were going back and forth, the other agent and I, and I was just getting my buyer what he wanted. And I remember the seller's agent saying, "Where did you learn to negotiate like that?" And honestly, I haven't taken any negotiating classes or anything. It just comes natural. You know, it just is what it is, and I just fight for my clients.
And you believe that you can do it. You believe that you can get the deal.
Yeah.
So I think that matters a lot too. The fact that you have faith in your ability to close the deal.
Yeah, I try to go in fairly confidently, and you know, everything's negotiable in real estate, and you know, if a seller wants to sell the house, then they'll be willing to negotiate and we can get some things done. That's why I go in with that attitude, and we usually can get it to where both parties are happy with the deal. So that's the whole idea.
Yes, and I think we forgot about our second home. We've had this is our third home, but our second home, I wanted some nice plants that were out front.
Oh,
very nice plants, and you were able to negotiate. And you got to keep those as well.
Yeah. So, and then when we sold that house, the buyers that bought that house wanted some stuff from us.
Yes.
But I got them to pay for it. We didn't give it to them for free.
We left some of the plants though. We left
the
plants.
We did leave the plants, but the furniture. And you know, we got paid for that. So,
yeah.
You know, a lot of times you can get paid for stuff if you're leaving stuff behind. Like I said, I just try to negotiate the best deal for my buyers or my sellers if I'm representing sellers. So either way it goes.
And cut.
Action. I said action. We got to do our thing here.
Okay.
So, yeah, my wife has always had the best posture of anybody I know. She's always set up straight. I've always been more like laid back. I'm kind of a sloucher.
Well, my mom always told me to sit up straight, so I guess it stuck.
I guess it did. But, no, as a real estate agent, I do like to get things done. I have actually a team that I work with. I'll call them my team. I have people that I trust that I can call when I need to get something done for a house. One of the people my wife knows because he was our neighbor at our first house is a painter. Very professional guy and very reasonable. He actually did a wall in our house that we're in right now. My wife wanted an accent wall, so she called her favorite painter over and he got it done. He's done a lot of things for me in the past with clients when I'm trying to get a house sold, and always does a great job. And I have other people also, you know, I have people who call in about foundation issues or whatever the issue may be. We get somebody over there to take care of it. But, you know, I just try to provide what my client needs, you know. That's what I did with you. You needed them to lower their price and
allow me to bring
and let you bring your dog even though they had no large pet policy or something?
No, they had a no
pet policy.
They did not want a pet at all. I wasn't, I wouldn't have been allowed to have a pet at all.
Well,
Like
I always say, everything in real estate is negotiable, and so I don't have a fear of asking. So I can usually get what my client wants. And my goal is to be like the best real estate agent in San Antonio, and I think I do a pretty good job, and that's why that's why I have the car that I have. Everybody loves my car. I didn't buy the car to show off, but I bought the car so that I can treat my clients like a VIP, so that they'll feel like a VIP.
Well, I think you show off a little bit because your car has that hand gesture where you can raise or control the volume.
Yeah, the
and
gesture
I think
controls.
I actually think you show off
Everybody loves
a
the
little bit.
gesture controls.
Yes, you
so
show that off.
I show it off. Now that car does everything. It'll park itself. But mainly it's the comfort features that I got. It's got the power window shades. It's got the climate controls in the back seat as well as the front seat. The different zones and all of that stuff. So, people love riding in the car. I think that people should be treated like a VIP. A house is a big purchase. It's not something you buy every day. So you should be treated special when you're making a big purchase like that. That's why I buy professional photography equipment and professional drone. I want to be able to take care of them better than any other realtor, because otherwise, why would they choose me?
That's right, choose my man.
But anyway, 11 years, and we're going to the coast. What are we gonna do? We're gonna swim? It's gonna be cold. It's been cold.
It's gonna be 71 degrees. We're gonna walk on the beach, and we're gonna hopefully wake up to a nice sunset. We went to the nice condo where we're right there on the coast, so I think it's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna eat some good seafood too.
Yay! Yeah. Seafood is my favorite.
We're gonna have a few drinks too.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
It's gonna be nice.
Well, happy anniversary. I think that's a wrap.